All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the board meeting. You should be hearing my voice. Maybe you're watching an ad if you just joined us. Maybe you've been here. Maybe you're like, where are these people? What's going on? The answer is that we're here and we're here to play a board game. Before we get started, we acknowledge that in Milwaukee, we live and work on traditional Potawatomi, Ho Chunk, and Menominee homelands along the southwest shores of Michigami, part of North America's largest system of freshwater lakes, where the Milwaukee, Menominee, and Kinnickinnic rivers meet, and the people of Wisconsin's sovereign Anishinaabe, Ho Chunk, Menominee, Oneida, and Mohican nations remain present. So, like I said, fam, this is the board meeting. My name is Janelle Malawong. I'm a second year PhD and I study video games. And on Fridays, I play board games with two lovely people.
Well,
Hi,
I'm one of those lovely people, I guess. Sorry, Des, I was waiting for you and then I didn't hear you.
you're
You want to go
good.
ahead?
No, you can go ahead.
All right. Well, I guess I'm one of those lovely people, though I don't know if I would agree with that assessment, but whatever. I'm Chris Olson. I am a PhD candidate at University of Wisconsin Milwaukee in the Plan H program, which is Media, Cinema, and Digital Studies. I study a lot of pop culture, study film, study pro wrestling, study games, study a lot of different stuff. Um, so yeah, that's me.
Hi, I'm Desiree. Uh, I'm in the MA program. I study video games. Specifically, I've been thinking a lot about Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I like board games too, so I'm here. Yay.
Hooray!
I love that. Breath of the Wild talk is always fair game. Literally, no matter what we're doing, just interrupt it and say, I had a thought about this.
Excellent.
Well,
Um,
and speaking of Breath of the Wild, have you been playing Hyrule Warriors yet, Des?
Oh, I am most of the way through it, and I was playing a lot of it last semester. And as soon as I reached a point where I was no longer using it to procrastinate on my term papers, my desire to play just tanked, and I haven't been able to finish, which is bad because I'm supposed to talk about it a little bit in my thesis.
Oh
So I
my.
really should finish.
I I beat the main campaign and now I'm doing all the after stuff and every time I finish like something, more stuff opens. I'm just like, does this game ever end?
Oh, I love that though. That's so
I do
good.
too. It's fantastic, but at the same time it's like I have a lot of other games I want to play. I want to be done with this.
Hyrule
Yeah.
Warrior says, nice try. You're playing this forever.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm so down for that. You know me, I love a long game. I haven't gotten Hyrule Warriors though. A little bit. I'm waiting to drop that much cash on Breath of the Wild 2 whenever that's supposed to be.
I mean,
Oh, I
there's that real retailer that from Austria that says it's going to be out in the second fiscal quarter of this year, and I hope that's true, but we still don't have a name, and I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I know. I know. Like I heard that thing too about the second quarter and I was like, "Okay. That's a lot of press to drum all at once."
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's going to be hard to market the second
Oh,
Breath
of
of the Wild
course.
game. All been on the edge of our seats for ages.
True that. Real quick, before we throw it to Chris to explain what it is that we're doing today with this lovely board, Des, are you online on Steam?
I should be.
Can you confirm? Because I don't see
Uh,
you.
Hello. Let me in. Want want to be happy.
I remember Joy.
I kind of
I wonder if I can.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, okay.
Online. Ah, my internet was being weird. Can I
You could try to just join on me. That's always a little tricky with this game, but you can try it. It should let you.
join join on what?
On me in your
I'll
friends
do.
list.
Okay. Steam isn't letting me open my friends list.
Steam is like, these
did you
friends you
update your
say.
team? Because I
Going
had
to
to do an update when I opened it.
great. I it's updating.
Okay,
Okay.
that's totally fine. Chris, why don't you explain a little bit about Yieldy Game
Yes,
um, while does their update?
yes, that's what I was thinking. So, this game that you see on the screen right now, this is Chaos in the Old World. It's set. in the Warhammer 40K universe, which I am only vaguely familiar with from playing the occasional Warhammer campaign in my youth, and also listening to the occasional Bolt Thrower album, the official Warhammer 40K band.
I
Um,
love that.
yeah.
That is
So
hilarious.
it is hilarious. Total just crazy metal. Um, this game was designed by Eric M. Lang. This continues. We are continuing playing board games created by creators of color. This game was designed by Eric M. Lang. The artists involved were Tim Arnie O'Neill, Kevin Childress, Andrew Navarro, Brian Schomburg, and Will Springer, or W-I-L Springer. I'm not sure which one it is. Um, and it was published by Fantasy Flight Games, Edge Entertainment, Galactica, uh, and a few other international companies in different places. It's a fantasy, fighting, horror, mythology war game. You can see the board is very graphic. This is supposed to be like the map is on what looks like flesh that has been
It
stretched out.
does. It does look like that.
And from what I'm understanding about this game is we are all playing as demons
I
who are
see.
trying to plunge the world into darkness. The
Interesting.
description, yes. And here's the description. Chaos in the old world makes you a god. Each god's distinctive powers and legion of followers grant you unique strengths and diabolical abilities with which to corrupt and enslave the old world. You have four
Hmm.
gods, and we're all trying to do bad stuff.
Nice. Here to wreck.
So that's the game, and none of us have actually played this yet. This is our
Can you
first
invite me
time.
again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. There.
Thank you.
This instruction sheet is pretty cool, and also I want to encourage folks to zoom out and look at our surroundings and be moderately to extremely afraid.
I believe those are the gods that we are supposed to be.
Oh dear.
I believe that's they're like
Oh my god, am I
hovering
this lady? Like this kind of fuchsia lady? Like, ma'am, I don't consent to this.
And yes, I also want to acknowledge that we are using a game aid that was created by Universal Head of the Esoteric Order of Gamers, which
Mm-hmm.
is orderofgamers.com. And we very much appreciate the work that Universal Head did on this because, like I said, none of us have played this yet, so we're all going to be learning as we go through, and we all have this player guide open next to us, so
Yes.
to make
Very
sure that we
important.
know what to do. All right. So, do you want me to read through like the setup?
Yes, I suspect that we will. I'm not sure. This isn't like a scripted mod, I think. This is a
Right.
sweet old DIY kind of situation, but there are these three setup cards here
Yeah.
on the table that might be more specific to the mod.
Mm. So, we have to place the board in the center of the play area, which it looks like it has been done.
Nice.
And we set each Ruinous Powers threat dial, which is these little guys. Oh, but, I don't know if
Oh,
you can
yeah.
see my
I
cursor.
see that.
But we have to set those so its start text is visible in the main window. Now, I believe I'm the green character.
Mm-hmm.
I am. What character am I? Nurgle. I am Nurgle.
I love that.
And I believe that's what this one is. I believe this is
Yeah,
Nurgle's.
that is Nurgle
Yeah.
start. Okay, so
So, yeah.
then,
So these should all be ready to go.
okay. So that, does that make me Slanesh and Dez is Zinch?
I believe so. If those are the
Me.
colors you would like to stick with.
I think so. That's my color here at the table, so I think we'll just roll with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we all take our power sheets, which I believe are these. Is that what that is? I can't zoom in enough.
Okay. Sorry, I was doing internet safety.
Oh my goodness.
Um, what was the question? These are threat
So now,
dials.
so we got the threat dials. That's all done.
Oh, oh god.
So I think we can just leave them there.
I see that now.
But now each player takes one power sheet. Um, so I believe that's what these are. These little things in front of us already. Because it says arrange the seating so players will take their turns in clockwise order as follows. Corn, which I believe we're not playing with, but then there's Nurgle, Tzeentch, and Slanesh. So we're
Nice.
going in order. So I guess that's all set up. Then players take their
Okay.
power markers, which I believe are let's see,
These
power
things in the
markers.
middle of our player guides.
Yes.
Oh, I see that. Yeah, this little thing.
Uh, yeah, I'm just looking at the card here. Whoa, okay. So yeah, it looks like that's already on there. The victory point markers,
Is
which I
that?
should label.
I think is that what this is?
That's what these are. Because
Okay.
then these are, we mark our victory points along this route.
That makes sense.
Right.
And then corruption token.
Mm,
That's these.
That's these
which?
guys. All right, those are
Oh,
there.
I see.
And then we have chaos cards. Trying to find the card.
Um,
Base game deck.
oh, is
Ooh,
that what
Ruination.
this?
this says this says horned rat chaos. Don't know what that means, but
Oh.
on the yellow thing.
That's for an expansion.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, those
Is
are
that
those are like
maybe?
an upgrade or
Let's see. Because there's. Oh no, these are upgrades. Oh wait, chaos. There are chaos cards in here. It looks like.
okay. So that's probably what we need then.
Okay.
Everybody should have their own.
So there's those, and then there's
So that's your
those, and here's those.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm put my deck over here.
Ooh, come back.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a little thingy I can put it
So
on.
is that?
That's cool.
Yeah, I would assume that that's where this thing goes, right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
nice.
This is
Okay.
whoever
Makes
did
me.
this, whoever did this, good job.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I
All
like
right.
this. Okay. Little things
So
like
we
that.
also need what?
Little things like that are just nice. It's like the same reason that you buy, box kits for your games.
Which reminds
Hmm.
me, I still need to send you the plans I made for the video vortex box. So
Oh
I,
yeah,
I
that sounds excellent.
completely forgot about it. So now we also need upgrade cards. Are those in this bag as well? How did you look in there? You did a shift
So
alt?
right click and then search. What is it that you're looking for?
Upgrade
Oh yeah, those are
card.
in there too. Here.
Yes, I see those. So I'm gonna take, or maybe not. How do I get them out of there?
You gotta drag them out.
There we go. All right. So I'm not sure what we do with those yet, but and then it says plastic followers, and I believe that's what these little guys are that are next to
Gotcha.
our. I have. Okay. So each player tucks their yet unused upgrade cards partway on the edge of their power sheet in a stack. I'm not going to try to do that because, it's tabletop simulator, so I'm just going to leave my upgrades right here.
Yeah. Just right there.
Yeah, I think
Beautiful.
that works
That
for
makes
me.
sense.
Each player places their power marker on the highlighted starting space of the PowerPoint track, which we did. That's this little
Okay.
guy in the middle here of your sheet. You have
Yep.
your power there. And one thing I'm going to do to make life a little easier is I'm going to delete those and get them off the table. Maybe not, because not letting me delete them.
The other folks, you mean?
Yeah.
I might be able to get them out of here.
All right, I'll let you work on that. So we've done the power marker. Now the dial advancement. What are those? I wonder if that's what these got. Battle dice, power spec dice. Let's right click on there and see what. That must be like an upgrade type of thing. So we don't want to deal with that. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. It says separate the dial advancement counters and old world tokens into piles by type. So is that these?
Starting tokens? This thing? No, there's nothing in here.
Empty.
Looking around. What's in here? This is just more.
Alright, so it must be.
Oh, that's just the dice.
Alright, it must be there. They must be somewhere. It must be like these or something. But I don't know. We'll deal with that when we come to it.
Yeah.
We have ruination cards. Are those anywhere?
Yep, right here.
All right, so we put those into, let's see, put that there into an ordered stack with the one card on top. Is that the one that's on top? Must be, because I only, oh, I see your hand.
Yeah.
And the 5 card on bottom, should we flip it over?
So I guess just flip it over and see if this is 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
so the 5 is on the bottom. So we're good with that. That's all set. Old world cards. That's this guy.
That's what these are.
Oh, that's all of those?
Yeah,
Okay,
so there's deck 1, deck 2, and then this is an expert deck.
Yeah, let's not do the expert, because we're not expert.
I'm cool with that.
So that can go there, and we'll just use the deck 1 for now. So we have to shuffle this. So I'm going to just shuffle it a couple times. And then deal cards face down. Each of us gets 8 cards since it's a 3-player game.
Okay.
So I'm going to draw my 8. Bam. Should have them all. Okay, got those. And then I think Dez would be next, because Dez is next in the rotation.
How do you do that thing where you draw a whole bunch at once?
So hover over the deck with your cursor, and then press the number of cards that you want.
Okay.
Okay.
And then that'll automatically like shoot 8 cards into your hand.
Nice.
Sorry, what?
So hover over it with your mouse or with your cursor, and now hit 8 on your keypad.
Oh. Wow, that makes so much sense. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Nice. Oh, this is rad. Ooh.
All right, and then are there tokens somewhere?
There's this empty bag of starting tokens, which is a little weird. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be stuff in here, or maybe if we draw them from somewhere else.
Dice.
Oh wait. Oh, maybe that's what these are?
Okay. So are there something for noble token?
Noble token.
Right here. Yep. All right.
Aha.
So everybody take
dial advancement. Here it is.
What is that?
Dial advancement.
Noise. All right. So we got that.
Okay.
We're getting this figured out.
Nice.
So everybody 2 noble tokens. So I'm going to take my 2. I think if I just do this. What happened? Did somebody take some already?
I did grab some, yeah. They just added it to my hand.
Yeah.
I think
and I'm
going
to put mine on the table here. Just putting all my tokens. Come here, token. Put you on the table. Alright. So we've got 2 noble tokens, 3 warp stone tokens. Where's the warps?
Oh, that's this green one over here.
Okay, so we get 3 of those.
So I only wound up with 1 noble token, and now there are no more left.
Why is...
Let me see.
I have 2.
Let me make sure that I have 2.
And there were 6 in there to start with.
I don't see any in my hand secretly, and I only see these 2.
I was just trying to see if there was one stacked on top of the other.
Oh, I see that it was 3 warp stones or 2?
Everybody gets 3 warp
okay.
stones. 2, and it's supposed to be 2 noble tokens, and then we get 4 peasant tokens. But I'm trying to figure out where that other noble token is.
Yeah. Is it like caught in my hand or something? No.
Is there a way to populate a new one?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I think probably if I just hover over this and then maybe just clone. That looks right.
There you go. 2.
I have the power.
Thank you.
Alright, and then peasant token.
And you said 4 of those?
Yeah. Where are those? There it is. Okay, so everybody gets 4 peasant tokens.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put all my peasants. I'm sure people watching the stream are just like, what are they doing? We're learning. That's what we're doing.
We're trying our best.
And really, that's all you can ask. As I like to.
Okay.
All right. So we have those. Oh wait, are we supposed to only... Maybe we're only supposed to have a pile of those, because it says take 2 noble tokens, 3 warpstone tokens, and 4 peasant tokens, and mix these tokens together. So how about this? Let's just leave it as we have it, and we'll see how it works.
Do you guys want a bowl for your tokens?
No, I'm good with just having mine right here.
Yeah, I think it's probably fine. And if it's a problem, we can grab a bowl later.
Okay, yep. So this is what... Alright. So maybe make 1 bowl.
Okay.
Because now what I've just seen is we take 2 noble tokens, 3 warpstone tokens, and 4 peasant tokens, randomly choose tokens from this pool 1 at a time, placing each on the board 1 per map in the standard region order. So we weren't all supposed to pick that, I guess.
I see. So we only need 1 stack of those?
Yes, and I'm going to put them in here.
Okay, I'm going to put mine back then.
Nope.
So then, Des, just put back your noble tokens. I'll just... Well, were there 6 to start, or were there 5 to start?
Oh, actually, here we go. This is what this bag is for.
Ah.
So then we're going to put this in here.
Oh, they really thought of everything.
And I'm going to just... Shuffle. All right. So now, randomly choose tokens from this pool 1 at a time. So I'll start since Nurgle is first. Boop. Pull out 1. And place each on the board 1 per map region in the standard region order. I don't know what the standard region order is.
Is that what these numbers are, maybe?
Ah, good call. What numbers? I can't see them.
So next to each of the regions, there's 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5. Looks like there's a bunch that are 1 and so on.
Yep. So I'm gonna put a peasant, in Norska. All right. So now, Des, you get to pull one out. How many
Ooh.
regions are there? So we got one region here. Where's
So
the
where do
two?
I drop this?
Where
This
are
is
the
a
two?
2.
That's a 2.
It's the only
So
one I
here,
see.
drop it there. But
Okay.
let's see. How many regions are there? So there's 5, right?
Oh, okay. I found a description for region order, if that helps.
Yes.
Okay. Activity that must be carried out in multiple regions at the same time are carried out by region in the region order. So that goes Norska is first,
Mm-hmm.
then Troll County,
Okay. So
then
then yours would go here, Des.
okay,
Okay.
it does not follow the numbers. So Kislev is next.
Okay. So then
And
yours would
then
go there.
okay, so am I putting a warp stone there or like a random thing?
Just a random
I'll
thing.
open
Just
the
pick
bag.
one and put it there.
A noble token for the Kislev. And then do we continue
All right.
placing things?
Yes, we keep going until all of them are placed.
Okay, so the Empire is next.
All right. So another peasant.
Britannia over here.
I have
Okay.
really good luck for warp stones.
And then Estalia. Yo, me for noble tokens. And then
And then
after that one, the Border Princes. And then the Badlands. Oh, I'm
where's
sorry.
the border?
Tilia goes next, but I'm sorry.
Oh, Tilia. Okay.
Yeah,
So
and
there's that.
then the Border Princes. And
And
last, the Badlands. That
all
feels
right.
wrong that we
So
put a
that could be
peasant
all.
there.
They're all gone. Yep. All right.
It
So
sure does.
all right. So now we shuffle our chaos deck.
Excellent.
And then then we draw 3 cards from that deck.
Okay, draw 3. Nice.
And I'm
Cool. So, Chris, from this early point, how much is knowing anything about Warhammer useful or necessary, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't, like I said, I haven't really played a lot of Warhammer and don't really know. I know it's like this kind of weird far future war type game where you have like religious factions and demons and whatnot. Um, but so far, like I don't feel like I'm totally lost or anything.
I don't either. This feels a little bit like a really gritty version of Root, which is a game that I would love
Mm,
to play with you all here.
we'll have to do that soon.
Mhm.
One thing that I'm unsure about here is those old world cards that we drew. The when we had
Mm-hmm.
7, we drew 8 cards because it's a 3-player game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yes.
not. Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay. I think I get this now. So you're only supposed to draw 8 cards from that deck.
Oh, like total?
Yep, and then that
Okay.
becomes a deck
Oh,
that.
that makes sense. All
So
right,
I'm
so
going
let's put
Okay.
those
to.
back, and we
Yep,
can
I'm
just
gonna.
shuffle and redraw.
Yep. And then all the other cards get back in the box, is what it says. But we don't have a box, so we'll just put them off to the
How
side.
that went so well. I goofed. I just wanted to pull multiple things at once, and now my stuff is everywhere.
I feel you.
Including my name cover, guys. Oh, worm.
You good? I got you.
May I have...
Also, our cards cover our names anyway in this game.
Can I please? My horror. My little horrors. They're...
Oh no. Do you want help dragging these off?
I got them.
Okay.
Ha! Ha ha! That's my precious little horrors. All right. Back to the infantry.
All right, and
Cool.
ready. We're gonna
I think
shuffle,
we're
shuffle, shuffle.
one short, are we?
Are we?
I think it
Are
was
we?
28. I don't know how big of a deal that's going to be. I
Oh
doubt
wait,
it'll be
here's
very much.
no. That's the expert cards. We don't want that. No, I don't think it's gonna matter.
Okay.
I don't know if we maybe put one back here by accident or
That
not.
could be. I don't remember how many were in the other one.
Yeah, it's fine. So I'm just gonna shuffle, and then I'm gonna draw the 8 cards and place this deck face down on the board. So I'm just gonna do this one, so that way we don't see them. We'll go 1, 2, 4. Whoops, that. Okay, 5, 6, 7. All right. So now we can put these cards to the side. So I'm gonna move this deck and put it over um by the expert one, and we'll move this deck. Am I still? Can y'all still hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I think we just put it. We discard. That's what it looks like. So 8 cards. Place this deck face down on the board. Remaining cards are returned to the box. So there's that. All right. So we're all set up now.
Nice.
So ready to go.
Okay.
So here's how it works, and you'll see this on your player guide. But each game round is made up of 6 phases that take place in this order. You have the old world phase, the draw phase, the summoning phase, the battle phase, the corruption phase, and then the end. Okay? So let's see here. In the old world phase, 1 card is drawn from the old world deck. And that's this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's this. 1 card is drawn from the old world deck, and its italicized instructions are carried out by the player with the lowest threat. And that's these guys. Yeah. So, I think we're all at the same threat level right now, right?
Yeah,
That
do we
makes
all
sense.
start and stay at the start point?
I'm sorry, what?
Do we all like stay at that start point? Oh no, I see that there's a little number there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
there okay, so there's
I have
I'm
a 2.
You're
I
a
have
2.
a 4.
Your spinner is not aligned.
My spinner is not aligned.
Oh.
It's like medium aligned.
I mean, if you look at it from immediately above, it's very clear. But
That's what I'm trying to do here.
don't know what
How's
happened.
that? Does that work?
I think.
All right, there we go. Oops. Well.
No, sorry, because it. There. Sorry, that is a line from the straight up top, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Good.
Breathtaking.
So I'm at 1. You're at a 2, and you're at a 4. From what's
Jesus.
out.
I'm scary, I guess.
All right. So I have to draw the card. So I'm gonna draw that, and I'm gonna just put it here and flip it over. And I did the whole deck. So let me move that back. Do.
And
And then do 1. Bam. And then flip it and read it. All right, so it says the italicized instructions are carried out by the player with the lowest threat. So for this card, each player immediately scores 1 victory point for each peasant token they have claimed. The player who has claimed the most peasant tokens scores 3 additional victory points. Discard this card instead of adding it to the old world track. What's the old world?
Is that maybe what this is? Because it's got this little arrow thing here.
Oh, yeah, good
that
call.
would make sense.
All right, that's good. So I don't think any of us have claimed any peasants yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nope.
No. So Unless instructed otherwise, the card is then placed face up in the left-hand deck. Oh, okay. So wait a
Oh,
second.
okay. I
This
see.
should go meow, and then we can place it either here or there. And this one
Yeah.
said discard it, so that goes in the discard.
Okay.
So that's, yep. Any card previously there is moved to the two space. Wait, which one's one and which one's two?
So
That's one.
this is 2 here below
Okay.
this deck.
So, and then what is that? Okay, so the deck goes there.
So
We'll
we
put the
should just.
discards
Okay, I see.
there. And then this guy goes over meow.
That makes sense.
But this one said to discard it, so we're not adding it to the track. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because it says old world cards with the text discard, discard instead of adding it to the old world tracker, return to the game box after their instructions have been carried out. So, like I said, I don't think any of us have any peasant tokens that we've gathered, so I guess we're just not doing anything there.
Okay.
That's so sad.
Well,
So now we move on to the draw phase. Each player draws cards from their own chaos card deck.
okay.
Let's see. Does it say how many we have to? Each player draws cards from their own according to the draw phase instructions on their power sheet. All right.
Oh, okay.
So you look at your sheet, and for my
Oh,
draw
I
phase,
see.
draw cards. Doesn't say how many though. Oh, draw two
Draw
chaos
two.
cards. It's up at the top. Yep.
Yep, I see that. Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna draw two
Okay.
cards. All right. So I got my cards.
Oh, this power sheet is actually very helpful for summarizing these stages, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And then each player moves their power marker to the highlighted space on the power sheet's PowerPoint track. So do we have a highlighted space?
Is that the one that we were already on? The 6?
Yeah, that's where we start, I guess. And that allows us to purchase cards and use them.
Ah, I see.
Because if you see on the cards, and I'm sure the people watching can't see it, but they can sort of see on Janelle's hand there, you see they have numbers
Mm-hmm.
up in the upper left. That's the power that we have to spend to use that card.
I see.
Now, there are some that do have 0, which means you can just play them. You don't need to spend any money on
Okay.
or spend any power, I should say. All right.
Okay.
So we've done that.
Okay, I think that spending PowerPoints is what we're going to do next then.
Sorry if you're hearing Doctor Who music. Carrie's phone is ringing at the moment.
You're good.
So let's see. Each player moves their power marker to the highlighted space. If a player has purchased one or more upgrade cards that give... Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So it says if a player has purchased one or more upgrade cards that give them extra power points, they may move the marker further than the highlighted value depending on the upgrades. So there are cards that let us upgrade ourselves.
I see. So that must be what the stack of upgrades is. And if you look at your player board, it looks like they correlate. You'll probably place those cards there when you use them.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Okay. How do you purchase the upgrade? We'll have to figure that out later.
I think that's what we're about to find out
Yes.
in this next one here.
In the summoning phase.
I think so.
All right. The players take successive turns in power order. This is the summoning phase.
Mm-hmm.
So after the Slanesh player acts, the Corn player acts again with this circular order, continuing until the phase ends. So we just keep going until this phase is done.
Okay.
So when your turn to act comes, you may place one follower figure on the board, or you can play one chaos card. That's the cards that are in our hand. And then if there is zero, you can just play it. If it requires power, you have to move your little power marker up or, down based on what it is. And when a figure or card with a power of zero is summoned or played, the marker is not adjusted. So
Okay.
we have these little guys. These are our little dudes. We have three levels. We have lepers, or I'm sorry, cultists. I have lepers. We have warriors. I have plague bearers, and then our greater demons.
Gross.
Apparently,
Brutal.
my Nurgle is like a plague demon.
My
Oof.
Slanesh is Trey Sexy. She's got Seductress Cultists. She's
Oh
got
my!
Demonette Warriors, and she's got a Keeper of Secrets as a greater demon, and she's not keeping many secrets in terms of what's going on here.
I appear to be leading a cult. I have my coitals, and then I have my horrors, who I love, and then I have my Lord of Change, who's a greater demon. It's a
Okay.
bird.
So
That lord is pretty spooky.
if you look on your power sheet, you will see down at the bottom, there's your three levels of followers. You have your cultist on the left, your warrior in the middle, and your greater demon on the end. And this tells you how much energy or how much power you have to spend to put that on the board.
Hmm.
So just seeing what you've
Yeah.
pulled up there, like pull up your sheet again, Janelle, because you see down at the bottom your
Mm-hmm.
doctress needs one and two and etc.
Right, right. And so those look like they're individual upgrades for those particular characters then. Or units, I
Yes,
guess.
yes. Now here's something really interesting, and I kind of like this because of how it adds that negative feedback into the game. If you do not wish to summon a figure or play a card on your turn, move your power marker to the zero space and your turn ends.
Oh.
Yo, neutral Jane.
So
That's what's
that's the
up.
way to like sort of make you play.
I dig it.
And then once we have summoned things and our power marker goes to zero, then your turn is skipped, and then the play continues until everybody's markers are at zero.
Mhm.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
So spend, spend,
So
spend.
yeah, so Nurgle gets to go first. I'm saying Nurgle because I've watched Hellboy way too many times. So
Okay, so
let's
then
see.
so hold on. Does this go in power order so we're going by the numbers on the dial?
Uh, I believe it's the person who has the lowest goes, or is that only for the old world phase?
That's a good question. I can see that happening either way because there's it's not really clear here. It just
So it must
says
be it must be you first, Janelle, because it does say yes, the players take successive turns in power order.
so highest power to lowest power.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the power, correct? This thing over here.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. No pressure.
I think. Everybody's at six on their board, right?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm assuming that must be what this.
Yeah, I assume so.
I
I
thought,
guess
but there are threat dials.
Yeah, those
right.
are
I
our
don't know.
Hmm.
But I don't know what power would be other than that. So,
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like looking at the back of the instructions to see if there's anything.
Just bear with us if you're watching. Like I said, we're learning the game.
We figuring it out.
It is
Hmm.
kind of cool. I'm kind of digging this.
I love it. Yeah, I like games like this that require some kind of like, what do you interpretation of rule? Like, what do you kind of mean by that?
mhm.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm just looking to see if there's anything on our sheets as well that um, give us. Well, Janelle is looking. I can talk a little bit about my character here because I've noticed at the top it tells you who they are.
Yeah, I saw
So
that.
I am Nurgle, the Lord of Pestilence.
Nice.
My about me is that Nurgle is the great Lord of Decay who presides over physical corruption and morbidity. Nurgle can truly be called the father of all pestilence, for his immense frame is home to every disease known to mortals.
That's spooky.
So
Wow.
we can blame Nurgle for the current COVID crisis.
Wow, Nurgle.
Yeah,
Thanks, dude.
Literally, no thank you. Okay, I have an answer.
excellent.
When the actions of one power depend on the actions of another, the players always act in power order. That goes Korn first, then Nurgle, Zinch, and Slanesh.
Okay. So we're not playing as Corn, so Nurgle would go first then.
Yep.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I have to zoom in first, is I'm gonna spend one power to put. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna spend three power. I can, and I'm gonna put the Great Unclean One out.
Ooh.
So where do I put him? Um, you may place one on the board. So I guess it's wherever I want.
So what do these numbers mean
The
on the
ones on the
board?
card or the ones on the board?
On the board.
These, I'm not sure. Let's see if I can find that out.
It would make sense to me if that's how much it took to claim a region.
That's kind of what my guess was. Let's see. Um,
So here's the thing. If you have no figures on the board, which none of us do right now, you may place your first figure in any region. You
ah,
may count a region as occupied by your own figure if you chose the last figure in that region summon. But once you have a figure on the board, then all the other figures have to be placed in a region, in that region or in an adjacent region.
Okay,
okay.
So for
that makes
now, I
sense.
get to figure out where I want to put this guy. Can somebody tell me what the numbers are? I can't zoom in and move at the same time.
So this is a 1, and this is a 1. This is a 2.
Two,
This is a 3.
3,
This is a 4.
4.
This is a 5. And this is a 1. And this is a 1, and this is a 3.
All right. I think I'm gonna go in the 5 region. I don't know what that
Wow.
does, but let's do it. I'll go in the
hmm
Empire. The great unclean one will hang out in the Empire.
Well, you know what? Empiricism is gross. So,
This is true. Trying to figure out which way is facing me. Okay,
I
that's
don't
that's
know that that's a thing. I keep trying to look, and all I can see is his butt, and I'm not interested in that.
let's see if I do that.
does his face look? He has a
Yep.
little tongue.
Yeah, you gotta like zoom in on the board. Ew, yeah, he does have a tongue.
Yeah.
Like sticking it out. I
Looks like
don't
my
Well,
like
he
cat.
is
it.
the great unclean one. All right, so I placed
Looks
my
kind
first
of like
figure.
Venom.
Looks like my cat.
Oh, there we go.
Your cat is significantly cuter than that. I hope you know that.
She thinks that. I'm not so sure.
I think that.
I was gonna say he's got a bit of a great Hinox vibe too.
He does.
He does.
He totally does.
Start slapping his belly and run after. All right, so that's me. I put my first character out there. So Des gets to put one out next.
Well, I would like to go and also spend 3. Ha ha ha.
Oh my, we're just all going right off the bat.
That- 1, 2.
I look at my chaos
Here.
cards and
Here we go, Lord of Change.
Oof. He
Going
flying in.
here.
He's swooping.
Yes. Yeah. There we go. That's me.
Okay. Hmm.
I love him. He's so ugly.
okay.
Okay, so
So I'm
now
gonna just
it's
move my character off of that because that's apparently where we put our chaos card. Is this little bit?
oh, that does explain why they look decidedly card-like now that
Yeah.
I'm looking at it.
So we'll just put this guy.
Oh.
So tokens.
And
Oh,
you're
I
yeah.
see the region breakup now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
We won't cover up any of these
We
cats.
learning. I mean, it
We
is
learn it.
hard to read map on Flesh, admittedly.
It is, yeah.
Yes. They could have maybe used paper.
Nah. Too economical.
Comical.
So is it me then? Is it me
It
who
is
keeps
Yes.
this? Okay. All right. I'm gonna follow the crowd. You know, right now we're gonna keep secrets just kind of abstractly. Um, can someone sort of remind me briefly what this sort of number thing is going on? Like you said that you chose the 5. Why did you do that exactly?
because it was a 5. I don't know. I don't really
Okay.
know what those numbers.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I think that
I
we're
mean, we might want
gonna.
to look in the instructions to see if that is anything,
Yeah,
because
I
I don't
was
think
looking,
that.
and if I had to guess, it's gonna have something to do with like battle or like domination when we get to those rounds, but I couldn't find like
Yeah.
a kind of clear answer. I think, in the spirit of having no idea why I'm doing this, I'm gonna drop my greater demon over here. She's just gonna hang out in the Badlands. She hears there's a lot of secrets to keep, and so that's really her motivation for going there. She doesn't know what she's doing either. She
Cool.
figured it out.
All right.
Relatable.
So that's you then.
That's me.
I like how we just all went for the big guns like right away.
Yeah, chaos. Like we're really committing to that.
All right. Um, I'm gonna spend 1, and I'm gonna put a cultist who's gonna be hanging out here. He's gonna be trying to recruit this peasant. Like, hey, you don't need all your limbs. Come be a leper cultist with me.
Hmm. That's so tempting.
Don't you hate stubbing your toes? Well, what if you didn't have them?
Easy solution.
I am gonna spend 2 to put one of my horrors here in this region.
Okay.
Bam, bam.
I am gonna spend. Do I want to do that? I don't know. Do I?
Do you?
I don't know. Hmm. I'm gonna spend 2 and buy one of these cards.
Cool.
So to do that, do I just buy it and keep it like face down or something?
That goes in the region. That goes on the region card space.
Oh, that makes sense. And I can
So
put
you
it
would
anywhere, correct?
what?
Can I put it anywhere, or do I have to have a presence?
You would, yeah, because you have a presence here now. You would have to put it either here or in the. Let me just make sure that I'm looking at this right.
I'm checking my instructions too. So, I don't know. I don't see. Because all it says here is pay its cost by adjusting your PowerPoint track, place it on an empty card space on a board region, and carry out its effects. So, does that mean that I can't put it anywhere? Did my game freeze? No? Can you guys still hear me okay?
Spaces. Now that's what I'm confused about. Where are these 18 spaces?
I don't know, and I must have hit my deafen and mute button at some point in the last 20 seconds
Uh,
because I was talking and I was like, oh no, the game froze. Wait, no, it didn't.
Oops.
So, what did I miss? And then I'll fill you in on what you missed.
I was just telling you about like how to play the chaos cards because it says
Oh,
it
okay,
on
cool.
the player guide.
Yep, that's what I was talking about too.
But the thing
um,
I'm confused about is where it says if all 18 spaces are full, you may not play a card.
Yeah, so it sounds like these are permanent effects, at least for the
Wait.
moment.
So 1, 2,
So there's
8,
only 9 spaces.
Hmm.
9, 10. No, that
Looks
math
like
doesn't add up.
Oh, wait a second. So there's one.
it seems to imply that you can play 2 cards on them. So
2,
maybe
3, 4.
I
oh
wonder
wait,
if that's what the
honest
number is.
question. Wait, honest question. Check this out. I think I have the answer. Where's what I'm playing?
16.
So I was gonna play this card. Yeah, that's what I thought. There are 18. It's 2 per. These are
Oh,
these
look at
are each
that.
a spot. So 2
Well,
per region.
I
that's
love that.
dope. Yep.
Rad.
Wait, are you inflicting this card on me?
I'm inflicting this card in this region. I cannot speak for what will
Target
happen
someone
to.
else. I didn't do shit.
Oh, that is nasty.
Man,
Does look, you win every game.
I deserve to win every game.
It's not that I disagree with you.
I just think that if you target Chris, he will lose, which is very funny and entertaining.
Oh
Wow.
my god. I hope someone clips that. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, I hate that Ren's in class right now. Oh, that's
All
fucking
right.
hilarious. All right, well then on that note, I'm definitely leaving that right where it is.
No.
So you're done then, right?
I'm done. I'm done with that.
All right.
We're moving on.
I am spending money to play a card. I just have to figure out which one I want.
This is very interesting. I have a feeling a lot of these moves are gonna get wiped at the end of the round.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm playing this card, which makes the defense value of each of my
Hmm.
figures in this region increased by 1.
Okay,
So it adds 1 to my defense.
I see.
All right, that's me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Hang on. I am thinking such big thoughts. It's hard because I'm dumb.
Oh my god.
Uh,
False.
Patently untrue.
um,
Objectively untrue.
Patently untrue, yes.
thanks.
Okay.
So, if I play a card that costs 1 this round, next round, can I play one that costs 0?
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as you're
That's
not.
fine.
Well, wait. Are you at almost at 0?
Yeah, this will land me at 0.
So what I would do is play the 0 card first, and then on your next turn, when
Mm-hmm.
it comes back around to you, you could play the 1. Because it says once you reach 0, your turn is over.
Okay. Okay,
So yeah.
cool. You thought you could do something to me,
Ooh.
but you actually can't.
Ouch.
How
Oh,
dare you even try?
Fair point.
nice.
I
Very
can't
nice.
I can't confirm it'll be the last time.
Well, as long as you're sure about marking yourself as my enemy,
Oh,
I
I
will
don't know
let you
about all that.
proceed.
That's marking sounds so permanent.
It's okay, just this action will have
Hmm.
consequences.
Hmm. Okay. So that
So I
somewhat
will
changes my plan.
Well, while you're formulating your plan, I will say I kind of agree with the folks from the Dice Tower that this seems really complex, but once you start playing, it
Mm-hmm.
starts to make sense.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're gonna go hard here. We're gonna come party in this region. What's up, peasant? All right, that's it for me.
My guy's over here like, "Hey, do you like your limbs?" And you're over here like, "Hey, do you like my limbs?"
Do you like these limbs? It's like, whoa. It's like a lot to ask all at once.
All right. Let's see. I am going to
Ooh, Luke has a really good question in the chat. Do you think the art has an impact on how complex it feels?
Hmm.
Well, maybe.
I
To a
mean,
de-
go ahead, Chris. Yeah.
no, I was gonna say to a degree because everything is so like dark and gritty and it's all like pulled flesh and hooks
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. But really, I feel like just when there's so many rules, like even on the player guide, which is only 2 pages, there's still like so many rules, and you're like, am I doing this right? And I think that's where my confusion comes in.
Yeah, I think the art kind of like if there was this amount of rules in a game that had more lighthearted or cuter art, I would still feel overwhelmed, but I wouldn't feel overwhelmed and I'm gonna mess this up. I'd feel overwhelmed in a way where I didn't care if I messed it up as much. Does that make
Mm-hmm.
sense?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Totally does. Um, I think that as far as like my personal experience, when I opened up the mod and I saw the table with like all of the cards and dials and everything, this also looks way more overwhelming when it's set up for five as opposed to when it's set up for three. Um, I opened this up and I was like, oh shit, this looks super complicated. And a large part of that was because of the complexity of the map. Um, for example, even within the stream, it took us a little bit to see like, oh, like these define the regions. It's not necessarily these like, stitch marks, we'll say. Over here, there's actually
Yeah.
these much deeper, like there's a much deeper sort of cartographical motion here
Yeah.
that they're going
Yeah.
with than what I initially kind of saw. Initially, I was like, oh shit, that's pulled flesh and it's a map. Okay. Now I'm like, okay, it is still that, but it's also very detailed in a way that doesn't feel overwhelming once you have a better sense of what you're doing in these particular spaces.
Hmm.
Yes.
And again, this also to Des, what you were just saying, this feels so much like Root, which is a game that I really really like. It's hilarious and fun, and it is in many ways similar to this. It's also asymmetrical. Everybody has different goals and functions, um, but it has this level of complexity with that kind of cutesy, woodsy forest creature vibe. It also has a kind of serious political undercurrent in spite of that, that kind of adds to that complexity. Um,
Hmm.
but similarly to this, I would almost venture to say that this feels a little bit easier than learning Root from the very beginning does, because even though they have like similar levels of complexity, this is much easier to grasp, I think, in part because there's a sort of unity in the turn order and the round sequence, as opposed to Root, which has this level of map and piece complexity, plus it's asymmetrical, so everybody is learning their own game at the same time.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Luke says in the chat that cartographical motion is exactly what I was thinking about. To me, it feels like there are zones that look significant but don't actually impress upon the gameplay. Yeah, absolutely. It's a little bit like, this is kind of like a separate conversation, but I put up a blog post the other day about the performance of rigor in a totally different game than this, and this feels very related to that. It is meant to seem very intimidating and complex, but in actuality, it has very simple and straightforward purposes.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And I will just to comment on the art. I know it's like really dark and kind of, but it's so thematically suitable for this
Mm-hmm.
game, given the fact
Hmm.
that we're like these corrupt gods that are trying to destroy the world. I
Right.
love how it really just captures like the theme of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think Janelle, is it still your turn, or did you go
Oh
already?
no, I'm at zero power. I can't do anything.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna then. I'm still at 1, so I'm going to. Um, since I can put these anywhere, I'm gonna put one right here, and that each of my corruption tokens in this region adds 1 to your domination value here, whatever that
Ooh,
means.
interesting.
Awesome.
But there, that's me.
Okay.
I'm still at
Okay, cool.
1, so I go one more time.
I am gonna do something.
Oh dear.
Janelle,
What? No.
what? Look,
What?
if you didn't want
What?
to pick a fight, maybe you shouldn't have picked a fight.
You fixed the fight.
I am. I know I did. But as I said, that action will have consequences. Um, Yeah, now you gotta discard some chaos cards. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All
Also,
right, that's fine.
let's note that, no, yes, gendered pronouns on the card.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
notice it when it's there.
Oh yes, thank you for pointing that out. It's in the instructions too.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm
So that
choosing the cards to discard.
okay.
Mhm.
But otherwise, that turn is done, right?
And
But
that's me at 0, so I am tapped out.
but
All right.
Des, these are such good cards.
Not my problem. Maybe next time you'll target Chris.
I will. I've learned
All
my
right.
lesson.
So what I'm doing is I spent an energy, and I'm going to put a cultist in this region that has the warp stone here because
Yeah.
we're spreading out. We're spreading this disease, baby.
Oh. Oh
Gross.
no.
Yep.
Big gross. We're not
This is
playing
my super
pandemic,
spreader
Chris.
event. This is my super spreader event.
Oh
Ooh.
no. Ugh. Get that pandemic crap out of here. So then,
But then now I am at 0.
okay.
So that ends that phase.
That is the end of the
Cool.
summoning phase. Now we
Yes.
fight, I think.
Now we fight.
We're all in different corners of the map.
Maybe
We
we
back.
won't fight much.
So here's what I think the numbers mean. Battle is carried out region by region in the standard region order in every region where one player is entitled to roll battle dice and has at least one legal target for their hits. So, what did we say the standard order was?
I
Because you
have it
read that
here.
before, right? Yeah.
Yes. So region order starts with Norska.
Norska,
It's
which
it's
nobody's on.
predominantly right to left on the
Yeah.
map.
So it goes Norska, then it
And then it
goes
goes Troll
Troll Country.
County country. Oh, it's Troll Country, not Troll County. I was like, that's pretty funny. Kislev is after that, and then the Empire will be the first one that anybody's in.
So that's me.
So what is
All
a
right.
legal target though?
I'm looking.
Hmm.
And if you all want to look as well,
Yeah, I'm searching.
yeah. Yeah, this player guide isn't like really clear on that.
Let me see. Maybe there are instructions kind of hovering over here that might be useful.
Setup, setup, setup.
Like
Threat
there's some
dial.
stuff on here, but it doesn't really
Yeah.
tell us anything. Is there anything under the table? No.
Yeah, for some reason this player guide doesn't have the legal target listed.
Hmm. Yeah, and I don't see any instructions on the board anywhere either.
Okay. Well, Google, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Okay, I'll let you do that while you're looking. I will. Well, Des. How about you introduce your demon?
My demon. I love her, him, them. I love them. They're so awful. So, Zenith. Zenith is the weaver of all fates and the architect of the fate of the universe. He takes great delight in plotting and politicking, in the plotting and politicking of others, and favors cunning over the strong, the manipulative over the violent. I can
Oh,
read, kinda.
and your subtitle is "The Changer of Ways." Oh my.
Yes.
Okay, I found the long instructions.
Hooray.
So I will search through here and see if I can find it.
Okay.
Very cool.
This looks far more detailed. I suspect it'll be in here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for bearing with us, everybody. Probably, and by everybody, I probably maybe just mean Luke right now.
I think it's Luke and us.
And Luke and us. Well, thank you for bearing with us as we learn our way through this game. I'm digging it though. I think it's a really interesting game.
Oh, I
Yeah.
agree. Okay.
Yeah.
Um I found the battle phase. So but where do you tell me who does battle?
Luke, you're on BGG. You should have played with us. You could have joined in.
That's always true. You are always free to join us.
Yes.
Yes, we like it when people join us.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're not all left to our own devices to try to figure things out. We have an extra brain.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
Still, oh wait. Okay, can you look in the short guide real quick and see what tipped characters mean?
so tipped figures still on the board. So I'm assuming like when a figure is hit, they get tipped over.
Okay.
And as long as they're still on the board, they still contribute their attack values. But that's all it says. A hit peasant token. Oh, that's all it says for tipped.
Okay. Still trying to figure that out.
So part of me feels like the legal target would be like somebody in an adjacent region, but that's
That would
what
be
I'm thinking.
my guess. But it really just says like same thing it kind of says in the other guide. Legal target and move on from there. It just kind of moves right past that.
Okay. Well, let me. I'm Well, you can look through that. I'm gonna just Google and see what people say online. Chaos.
Yeah, there's even a glossary and it does not have legal target as one of the options.
Sick. I love this.
I do
I
love that it
like,
has a glossary though. That's dang.
yes, that's very fun.
All right. So chaos in the old world. Legal target. Let's see what I get back. Not a whole lot.
I suspect that legal target is someone in the same region. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because the only thing that I can find in this whole glossary is where it says battle phase, the fourth phase of the round in which the power's followers fight each other in each region.
Ah,
And
That
that
makes
is
sense.
all I can find.
that is good.
That would make sense. They're big regions.
They really are.
Hmm.
I'm just looking in the forums on Board Game Geek to see if there's anything. Page 15. Each pit must be assigned to a target in the region whose battle is being resolved. A player may not allocate hits against their own figures. Thank you, Luke. That
Oh, that's
helps.
so helpful. All right, I'm looking at
Yeah.
page 15 now.
All right.
Okay, in that same section, it also says to assign hits once all battle dice have been rolled, including additional dice from any die explosions, the player simply announces for each hit which enemy figure or peasant token he is targeting. So, and you
So you don't
can't
have to say that before you roll?
I guess not before you roll. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That
Stellar.
helps. So then it also says the player may not allocate their hits against their own figures. Okay, so no self sabotaging.
Okay. And so now here's how to figure out your the number of battle dice available.
Okay.
On your sheet, so if you want to if you want to pull up your sheet so that it's big there, Janelle,
Yep.
your player sheet, um, you'll notice there are numbers, not just the power that you have to spend to put them out, but there's like a little number over on the in the middle or on the right of their
Mhm.
little at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So the lepers or the cultists, I keep saying lepers because it's big on mine, but the
Right.
cultists look like they have 0 attack. The warriors,
Ah.
and that's just on mine. The warriors look like they have 1 attack. I see that's the same on
Mm-hmm.
yours. My great unclean one has 3 attack.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
then, is that true for you as well, aside from the greater demon? Because my attack is 2.
My attack is 3 for the greater demon.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
But your defense is higher than mine, Chanel.
I see.
yes.
Because you have a 4 defense, I only have a 3.
I'm here to say, don't fight me. I don't wanna.
I'm here to say you should have considered that sooner.
Oh,
Well,
oh.
I don't
I'm
think we
sorry.
can
All I
like
am
assign
is a
any
brat.
hits right now anyway, but so I get 3 attack dice because that's all I have. So, or battle dice. So
Okay.
I will take 1, a 2, and a 3. Because yeah, my cultists have 0 for their attack.
I see.
And it's only in the one region where you're having a battle, I guess. And I
I
guess
see.
right now it doesn't really matter because none of us are in the same region.
Well, but you can attack this peasant, apparently.
Oh, can you?
It seems that way. A
Interesting.
peasant on your big mat there, it says a battle target with defense of 1 collected when killed.
Oh my.
So it looks
All
like
right.
each
Oh,
other in the
wow.
same region or peasants. That's really sad.
Well,
Old gods are pretty rude.
they are. Yep, I
Yikes.
see that now. Yep. Battle target with defense 1 collected when killed. Okay. Very cool. So I got my dice. You have yours. All right. So now we roll because we have to roll them. So I'm gonna roll mine.
But I don't have anyone to attack. Sorry.
So then yeah, you're probably just like gonna be hanging out there. Wait a minute, is this guy in your region?
Yeah, he's a noble though. He doesn't do that.
I see.
The rich get to live apparently.
I
Um,
guess. Increases the region's conquest value by 1.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Well, I think
This
my
is
peasant is. I think I satisfactorily killed him.
that is
I'd say so.
there
For
is
each of the
injustice
dice.
there.
Oh wait, for each of your dice that roll 4, 5, or 6, you score 1 hit. So I only scored 1 hit.
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oof.
That still kills him because he only has 1.
Sure.
So I get to collect this guy.
Okay.
Come to the fold, brother.
Okay. And then we're back to region order to resolve stuff. Is that right?
I'm just looking
Yeah.
to make sure if anything else. Once all dice have been rolled, for each hit, announce which enemy figure or peasant token you're targeting. I was targeting this guy, so he's been consumed now.
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't allocate hits against your own figures. Um, if enough hits are designed or are assigned to a figure that they equal or exceed its defense value, it is killed and tipped onto its side. It is not removed from the board until all players have rolled their battle dice for that region.
I see. Well, not the peasant. The
So I'm
peasant
the
you
only
can
player
take.
in that region. Yep. So I'm the only player in that region, so I get to take the peasant.
Okay.
And then are you attacking a peasant?
Well, let's see who goes next in region order. Because then it's Britannia, so that's you again, but there's no peasant there, right?
Right.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no.
it's a
Oh,
warpstone.
Okay.
yeah.
And then Estalia goes after that. Where is that again? Oh, yeah, so Des, you go. Is that a peasant? No.
No, it's a
Nope.
noble.
Okay. So then I believe Border
Oh
Princes
yeah.
doesn't matter because my Seductress doesn't have attack, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll skip that and then we go to Badlands last. So that's a me, my big scary boy against this itty bitty peasant. Feels kind of bad. So then I should roll these two, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Ouch. Sucks to suck.
Oof.
What happened? You got him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
He
All right.
did. Feels bad.
He did. All right. So, let's see. I don't think there's any effects that ask for certain actions. Let me check my thing. Defense value. Yeah, so there's nothing I have to worry about there. And yours, you got that, and you didn't do it. So I think we're good on that. So we should be good. And then the corruption phase is next.
Yes.
The corruption phase. For each region in standard region order, calculate each player's domination value by adding the summoning costs on any chaos cards that were played in that region to the quantity of figures that player controls in that region. So for this, we would look. I only have a 1 because these are 0.
Okay.
So I would add that to the number of figures, which is 2. So I have 3 for my domination value. So then what you do is you look at the oh, did I lose you guys?
Nope, you're still here.
No, I'm here. I'm listening.
Is the stream? Oh, okay. I was gonna say the stream just went to the thing, but it's back.
Oh, weird.
Went to the
Oh,
title.
Lord.
It's back. All right. So I have 3 for my domination value. It does not exceed the region value. So let's see. So I don't score any victory points.
Okay.
So that's how we're figuring out victory points. So I don't have any right now. So let's do that step first because there's 2 steps for the corruption phase. So
Okay.
in this region, same thing here. I have a 1 and a 0, so I have a 1. It doesn't exceed that, so no victory points for me.
Okay.
So so you played this one, right, Des, or was that
So I
That
played the
was
left one.
you played the left one? Let me. Yes, it has to be a card that you played in that region.
Okay.
okay.
So you played this one, right, Des?
Yes.
Okay. So you would add this number to the total number of figures.
Okay, so I have a 2, which is
So
not more
not,
than.
yeah, so you don't get victory points either.
Okay.
Sad.
So then do I do anything in that region because I placed this card or no?
No, because you don't have any figures. And it still wouldn't give you victory points because it's a 2 and this is a 4.
I see. Okay. So then I don't have any. Well, I have a figure here. I don't have any cards.
Mm-hmm.
So that is equal to the region. So what
And it says
then?
and it has to exceed
Ah, okay. So nothing
the
there. And then I
yeah.
have an overflow of 1 here, right? 1 for the figure. Oh no, Desiree played this card. So I get
I did.
nothing. I get a sweet
Yeah.
nothing. A cheap nothing.
Nobody got anything for the domination step. So let's look at the corruption step. In standard region order, each player places 1 corruption token in each region where they have cult.
Okay.
Where they have what?
So
Occultist.
here's my corrupt.
Right. Okay, I didn't place
I
any
get to put a
cultists.
corruption token, meow, and I get to put a corruption token, meow.
So that's a
Cool.
cultist, so I place one here. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So next time we'll have to make sure that we do it in proper region order because it says before moving to the next region, count the total number of corruption tokens, and that includes sport
Oh,
stone tokens apparently in
interesting.
that region. If it's 12, if there are 12 or more corruption tokens, then that region is ruined. And then
Oh,
the region is ruined, we put a ruination card on it.
Yo, that's so rad.
I
Yeah.
love that. Okay.
Okay.
So now it's the end phase. So now we remove chaos cards from the board. So these go away. Just gonna. Oh, and here's my discard. Oh, that's awesome. I love this.
Okay.
I guess I shouldn't have played this one then because that didn't matter. Now I'm getting the hang of it. All
Yeah,
right.
I have a much better sense of this now. So is this the end
Yep.
phase now?
We're in the end phase. So this is
Okay.
step one of the end phase. We remove the chaos cards from the board and put them in our discard pile. We resolve hero tokens in each region with a hero token, and the hero token is again. That's on the card here. The hero token is the one with the little rune symbol on it.
Hmm.
If you look on your player sheets, you'll see it. It's the.
Yeah,
Are there any out on the board?
I don't think so.
I think so.
That wasn't one of the starting tokens.
Wasn't it? Okay. Then okay. I couldn't remember. All right, so we resolve those. And if there were any on the board and it was in like let's say it was in this region, you would have to remove at least one figure from that region because it's like there's a hero coming in and killing you.
Right.
Now we've resolved old world cards. We don't have any old world cards out because we had to discard that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then score ruined regions. We don't have any ruined regions, so we don't have to do that. And then advanced threat dials. Every player who has advancement counters on their dial advances the dial by one. I don't have any because I didn't do any of my advancement conditions when I was playing.
I
Oh,
did
Like
not
I
meet my
see.
condition to do that.
I see what that is now. I did not do that either.
yeah, I have to place a
One
counter on my
tick.
dial every time I place two or more corruption tokens on a populous region. And we didn't. Oh wait, no, I didn't do two. I only did one in each. So womp womp. All right. And
Alright.
then we check for game end, but we're definitely not near the game end.
Nope.
So
Alright.
that's a turn,
Okay.
and it only
Cool.
took us an hour and a half.
Nice.
Yeah.
So do we want to try one more turn and then maybe wrap up for today and return to this at some later time?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you all want, we can
For me.
play this again next week.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Sure.
Unless
I,
there's something else that anybody wants to play.
I'm down for whatever, but I'd be happy to return to this.
Okay, yeah,
What do we
let's.
have on the book?
That's a great question. We do have something on the books for next week. Let me see.
It was phase 10 and Netrunner, I believe, or Netrunner.
I'm down to keep doing this because I think Netrunner was going to be kind of weird.
Okay,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
that the Netrunner mod was not super running well from what I saw.
okay,
So we can say that we'll play this next week as well, and we can start a new one if we want. Now that we kind of know what we're doing,
yeah,
and if we
Yes.
have time at the end, we can play Phase 10, or we can do what we're gonna do today, which is return to bees.
indeed. Is there? Are we able to save our game?
Are we who what?
Can we save games in Tabletop
That's what
Simulator?
I was just wondering. I think the answer is yes. I'm just not super sure how to do it, but I can take a look. It's like
Oh,
I've
and Luke
totally
has a
seen
question.
that. Oh
Luke has a
yeah.
question. Is there a practical reason each player's cultists have different names? Like, do these names come up on cards somewhere? Not the main reason is because each of the characters, the demon characters, are different. So like
Mm-hmm.
I'm Nurgle, the Lord of Pestilence and Disease and the Great Lord of Decay. So I have my followers and whatnot are disease based. So like my cultists are
Mm-hmm.
lepers, my warriors are plague bearers, my greater demon is the great unclean one. So that's for that, and everybody else is kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
Um,
they seem just like character traits, if you will.
yeah,
Yeah. And I think once you get past the cultist level, once you're in the warriors and greater demons, since they have different skills, like my Lord of Change has 3 attack dice and 2 defense, but Janelle's is the 2 attack dice and
Mm,
4 defense. It helps differentiate since we have different skills, if that makes sense.
right.
yep. All right. So do we want to do one more turn on this
Yeah.
and all right, now that we're
Yeah.
kind of getting a little better. So I'm going to draw the old world card and put it there and flip it. And what does this say? The crusade has come.
Ooh.
Place 1 peasant token in each of 2 different regions. Then place 1 hero token in each of 2 different. Then place 1 noble token in each of 2 different
Huh.
regions. And then we discard this one as well.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh no.
Oh no, did I take the
Everything
whole
is
deck?
fine.
you did.
Okay. Then that one should have been on the bottom, but that's fine. Whatever. It's fine. So so we just place right now we're placing 2 peasant tokens,
Mm-hmm.
one in one region and one in another, and we just pick like it doesn't say that you have to do it in a specific, it just one of 2 different regions. So
Hmm.
I will let you two grab peasant tokens and put them wherever you want.
I'm gonna
Sure, sure,
just.
sure.
I'm gonna do this very democratically. Ready?
Ready?
I missed. So mine's gonna go
That
here.
peasant all the way out in the void. And
In
then
the
we do the same thing.
boonies.
Then you do the same thing for a hero for hero tokens and for noble tokens.
Okay. So 1 each.
1 each. Yep.
Okay. Um,
And remember, with the hero tokens, whatever wherever you put them, somebody has to get rid of a figure at the end of the turn.
So I'm placing 1 hero right now, or 1 noble.
Yeah, it's
one
one
hero.
hero and then 1 noble. Oh, how dare you! How dare you!
And noble. And I'm
Oh,
gonna
and those
put
are swords,
this.
runes. Okay.
I'm gonna put this. Here.
And what the noble
No,
does,
here.
what the noble does is it increases the region's conquest value by. So I think that's
Okay.
this value.
There, like
Look
that.
in the chat. And on this day, chaos in the old world became a dexterity game.
Exactly.
Okay, so we need how many more things,
We
or
need.
is
I think we need one more noble if you haven't placed a noble yet.
I have not
Because I
placed a
placed a
noble yet.
noble.
Can we stack
Well,
folks' places, or
uh, yeah, put it wherever you want. It didn't specify. It just said that the 2 nobles can't be in the same region.
all right? So just tell me when to stop. Someone.
Stop.
Stop.
All right.
Woo! All right.
Wow, you're really
Yo,
putting everything in
yeah,
All
Bretonnia's
right.
just
Britannia.
lit.
So we did that. Discarded the card. Back to the draw phase. Each player draws cards. So you have to draw your 2 cards from your deck.
Okay.
I am going to. No, I'm just gonna. Wow.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
cool.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. So everybody got
Ooh.
their cards.
I got my because we're just drawing
Yeah.
2 from our chaos deck, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
And nobody purchased any upgrade cards last time. I still don't know how we purchased those cards.
I
That is
didn't
not
know how to do.
That I saw somewhere in the back of this thing. Let me go take a look.
okay. There's a little counter here. Why is there a little counter here?
Just in case.
Oh, that's for
Okay.
math.
Okay.
Shamelessly, that's for math.
But anyway, nobody has any power cards or PowerPoints or PowerPoints or anything.
Nope.
No.
So now we go to the summoning phase. So, I believe we have to put our little thing back in the middle here.
Okay.
Yes.
And then, and so Janelle, you're the most powerful, so you get to go first again.
Okay.
And remember,
I
if you don't want to summon a figure or play a card, then you just move your marker down to 0 and your turn is over.
right. Um, I was trying to find the thing about the upgrade cards, but it only says how to play them, not how to buy them. Makes me
Okay.
wonder if you just have to pay the power on it.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
If
I
you
do
have
feel
to,
like maybe they should be laid out instead of just in a pile, because right now
I
I can
think
only
so
see the
too.
Lord of Change one, but
You could just put it in your
wait, say
hand,
that
maybe.
again. You have to pay the power on it.
Well, that would be my assumption.
Oh,
It's
I
how you
see.
pay for
Oh
other
yeah.
stuff.
There's some that have power on.
I think I'm just gonna put them in my hand so that I can see them a little better. Because right now I only
Yeah,
know it's at the top.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Of course, that didn't work, and it only moved them toward my hand, and then
of
just
course.
moved it right under. This is what we're doing
Oh.
now.
If it doesn't have a power thing,
Hmm,
what do?
that's a very
Yeah,
good
that's what I don't.
question. I see that. Hmm.
Ooh.
Let me see. I'll go ahead and take my turn quick,
Mhm.
and then I'll look at the longer instructions and see what I can find. So I need to spend money. I need to spend money. I'm going to. Okay.
Oh, and Luke, I was gonna say too. You said that you had a meeting overlap with the way when this starts. You can always join in after that too. You
Oh
can
yeah.
come late.
Yes.
You're more than welcome. Because often
Yeah.
we often play 2 games, not just one. This one's just between learning
Big.
it and the complexity, it's taking a little longer.
All right, we're gonna try something.
Yeah. What are you trying?
Gonna play this. I'm gonna drop my power down. When you play this card, choose one enemy cultist in this region. You control that cultist until this card is discarded. As a reminder, you may place the cultist on this card. What does that mean? The place the cultist on, like that. What does
So,
I
that
think
do?
literally.
Oh, like
yep, you put that
oh, like
cultist right.
literally to just to remind us of that. Oh, okay, that
Yep.
makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, cool. So
'Cause
that's
I'm assuming that it's going to be controlled until it either dies or until the card goes away at the end of the turn.
right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is a bunch of bullshit. That's bullshit.
I think that's okay.
I did not hit her. I did not. That's bullshit. All right. So is that your turn? Are you done? Are you
That is my
quite
turn
finished?
for the moment. Yeah.
Well, I am gonna spend 1, 2, 3 thingies, power thingies, to upgrade, and I'm gonna play this card. The Great Unclean One, Greater Demon Upgrade. Immediately place 2 corruption tokens in a region when you summon a Great Unclean One there. So I'm assuming like if my Great Unclean One gets like wiped off the board, I can summon it again later in a different region, is what I'm
I
assuming.
assume so.
Yeah. So there, I played mine.
Okay. Are you allowed to move your guys
That's
that
also
are
a
on the
question
board?
I had. Not
I
sure.
only have the one. I didn't know that I didn't know how to make good choices last turn.
That's fair. I don't. I definitely didn't either. I'm
No,
looking for
none of us
something about
did.
movement, but I don't think that there is anything.
Okay. Because my Aquatal upgrade card says, when summoned from the board rather than from your stockpile in Aquatal.
Oops,
Hmm.
I'm sorry. I flung that across.
So that, anyway, the first part of that implies that you can move your guy across the board.
It
I'm
does.
assuming
Um,
if you're in a spot with a warp stone, you can move to another spot.
Oh,
ooh, okay, keep that
So
in mind.
is that,
interesting.
I don't have that upgrade.
or
Anyway,
maybe not. It just says
Hmm.
warp stone counts as one corruption token in the region.
Yeah, I was reading that in the big instructions too.
Oops. There you go.
Hmm.
When summoned from the board, rather than stock, an acolyte may bring a warp if present. Or I'm just wondering if. I mean, where's your? I was just wondering if like you could like summon, like if you had a power to summon your cultists somewhere else, but maybe
I
there's
have
Yeah,
no
cards
idea.
that let us do that.
that's what I'm wondering too.
Um, I don't know. Uh,
That's a good question to consider because in the glossary there's
choose
nothing about
item.
movement either, from what I can tell.
Joy.
Mm,
Okay. I think I'll just not do that since we don't know. And next week when we play, we'll have a handle on that.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
Which will be great. I'm just gonna play one of my little Aquatal babies right here. There you go. Oop. And that's me.
Okay.
Okay.
So those two, so those upgrade cards that don't have power
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
cost, those get played when we reveal the upgrade card instruction on our threat dials.
Oh.
So each
Okay.
time that instruction is revealed, the player may choose one available upgrade card that is not yet in play and put it into play.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And then when you play a follower upgrade card, which is what I did,
Hmm.
announce the upgrade and place the card over the corresponding pre-printed follower statistics on your power sheet. Oh, okay, so
Okay.
those go down along here. Oh, that's cool. Okay, there we go.
Nice. Okay. That makes sense.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, okay. That
Alrighty.
all makes so much sense.
Okay. So it's me now, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go down one, and then I'm going to play this card here. That doesn't really do anything now, but it'll do something later.
Stop taking my region. Gosh.
But I like it here. It's really
Oh,
nice.
uh,
It's super pretty, you know?
gosh. All right, so back to me then. What do I want?
Yeah.
All right, so I am going to spend an energy. Boop. And I'm putting a plague bearer in this region.
Hey, get out of here.
Bam! Plague
What's
bearer.
all this?
We're fine.
And that's
All
my
right,
turn.
cool. I'm gonna put another Aquatal here. And that's me. Done and over with.
Alright. You know what, man?
What man?
Beep, 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 beep. Get out of here. I'm gonna put my big.
Well, we'll find out who gets out of here when we battle.
We're gonna do serious battle. Whatever.
Oh God.
So is that your turn?
That is me for now.
All right. And I'm gonna spend another power. And put another plague bearer in there.
What's-
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh my
dun.
god, this guy.
We're all just
Okay,
coming
cool.
at you with snot coming out of the nose,
Boop,
coughing.
I'm gonna put. Boop. That's me done and over with.
When you realize you fucked up. Alright, we're gonna do this. Meh.
You guys are.
Alright.
Oh, these are your warriors. Oh, jeez.
And here comes another
What?
one.
Get out of
Oh,
here.
no.
Where's all the money
Now
coming
I'm at 0.
from? I'm at 0 too.
Now I'm at 0.
I'm deeply at 0.
Sorry. Choices. Make. I want to do acts of extreme violence.
What?
That's just how I am.
I see that. Okay.
I'm gonna play this right here. Making this guy unkillable.
Fuck.
Oh, wow.
Just cuz.
Oh shit.
But only for
You're
the
out
first
energy.
turn.
And
Oh,
you're out
goddamn.
energy.
Yeah.
Moving. I'm trying to read
Okay,
the
so now
cover.
they're bonded. Okay. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna play another warrior here. Bam. And that's me out of energy as well.
Man, I wouldn't go anywhere near here. This is the scariest region on this map. There's like a war literally happening over here. This is the scariest place to be.
Alrighty. So now we move into the battle phase. Battle is carried out region by region in the standard region order. Da da da. So nobody in here. Nobody in here. Nobody in here. Nothing to battle with in here.
Lot of shit to battle here.
And then
And then a literal ground war.
And then I have 3, so I have 3 battle dice here. Boo, boo, boo.
And then, so do I also have 3 because I take control of your little cultist, and then I have my 2?
Yep.
Give
Yep.
me another.
Yep.
Okay. Now what? Do we roll 3?
Oh, wait a second. Let me just double check something. No, the cultist actually wouldn't get one because they're at 0 for attack.
Shit. So then... Oh, you put 3 warriors here. I thought one of those boys was a cultist.
Oh, I put 3 warriors out.
Dang, I have 1. So I'm gonna put these far away from me where I won't feel shame.
Wait. Oh, you only have 1 warrior? Is that a
Yeah, because
cultist?
this is a
That's a
cultist.
cultist.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
you're in grave danger.
I'm in deep
Good
shit,
luck.
yeah, for sure.
So,
I'm here
Maybe
for
you'll
the
roll an
domination
explosion.
score.
all right. So I got
Fuck.
2 hits.
Okay. Against who? Oh no, I guess you do that
Against
after I
your
roll.
warrior. No, I'm declaring against your warrior.
Okay. So does that knock them out because their defense is 2? Is that right? Or do you need to exceed?
Once all dice have been rolled, for each hit, announce which enemy figure or peasant token you are targeting. Each hit must be assigned to the target. Blah, blah, blah. If enough hits are assigned to a figure that they equal or exceed its defense value, it is killed and tipped onto its side. It is not removed from the board until all players have rolled their battle dice for the region. So you still, I've killed it, so we'll say it's on its side.
Okay.
But you still get to roll your battle dice.
Okay.
There you go.
Alright, so I roll this boy.
Yep.
Something good. Not that. Okay.
Oh, damn it! Stop grabbing
Yeah.
things. So you had a 3,
Yeah, it was
which
a
is
3.
not one of the things you need. So
A 3
yeah,
doesn't
so
hit.
I have 1.
Oof. Okay.
You have
I'm gonna
indeed
go
1.
fight this peasant with my 2 warriors.
Poor peasant.
Ouch. Peasant feels bad.
I got 1 hit.
Peasant is yours.
Goodbye. Yes. Good. Okay, cool.
All right. So now everybody's rolled their dice. So now we remove tipped figures from the board.
Goodbye. Poor warrior.
And
They had no idea what they were getting into.
so there we go. So that is the battle phase. And then now we go on to the corruption phase.
Good.
Domination
Yes.
step. For each region, calculate each player's domination value by adding the summoning costs on any chaos cards that the player played in that region to the quantity of figures. So I did not play any cards in this region.
Yes, but
Um,
I did. And my cards
well,
give me other
but
domination points too.
first we gotta go region by region. So I have these guys here. Um, there's two. I don't exceed, so that's nothing happens there. And so now, what were you saying for yours, Janelle?
Well, okay, so this guy counts as
One of
mine
yours
in
right
terms of
now, yep.
figures. So 2 figures, 2 from the card, so that's 4.
Yes.
5 from this card, and then for each noble token and each hero token, I get an additional 2.
God damn.
So 2
So
from
you
you
have
folks,
easily
4,
exceeded.
5. Yeah.
You have easily exceeded. Um, you get victory points equal to 3 here. So you get 3 victory.
Yay. On the board. Cool.
All right. And for me, I have 1, 2, 3. So I've equaled. So I get, or no, it exceeds. So I do not get. So I'm just, they're like,
You're
God
just hanging
curses.
out.
I was. All right. So that's
Cool.
that region. And then we go to this region, right?
Yep, which
Yep.
is just my 2 figures because this is a 0.
Okay. So you don't exceed.
And then this one has 4 figures, so I do exceed.
So you
Nice.
get 2 victory points.
Yeah. Go.
Here I don't exceed. Is that right? Does this count as one or no?
What is that?
This is like one of those corruption tokens.
No, it has to be. That's for the corruption step.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
Yeah. So no, I don't
it's
exceed here.
figures, yeah. No.
Yep. So evensies here too.
Okay. So then you get 3. Des got 2. I didn't get any. Now we do the corruption step.
Okay.
Each player places 1 corruption token in each region for where they have cultists. So I can put a corruption token here. I have a cultist there. I do not have a cultist in this region right now because you have seduced him away from me
I
for
have.
the time.
And then so this is the step where we need to make sure that there aren't more than 12, right?
Right.
Not that that's a problem.
On
yet.
one region. On one
Oh, okay.
region.
Yeah. Okay. So then I put 1 for each cultist, so then do I put 2 on here?
Yep.
All right.
So you put your corruption tokens there. And all right, so Des would get, is it just 2? I think you put 2 on
Yeah.
this. Yeah, because you don't have a cultist in this region, do you?
Nope. So I get 2 for this one?
Yep,
Yep.
2 for this region because you got the guys here.
Ooh, those are pretty cool looking.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And then you have a cultist here, so you get to put 1 there.
Okay. And that's it, because this is the big boy.
Yep. So, because we are actually over our allotted time, usually, should we call this a game?
I think we should.
Yeah.
And then next week we can come back and play a full game.
Yes.
Yes.
And Nell, you are technically our winner this week then, because you have the most.
Ayy.
Congratulations.
Yay.
You have dethroned Des.
Temporarily,
I will be
I'm
coming
sure.
to your apartment to kill you.
Oh god.
Or Des, you could just flip the table and get that anger out that way.
There you go.
Sure.
Nice.
Wow.
Yay.
Well, I like that game. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
I would buy it and play it with people because it is pretty rad.
I would too. All right.
Although I think it is out of print now.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not sure though. But I'll have to look into that. I'll report back next.
Okay, well,
All right.
thanks for joining, folks. Thank you for hanging out and chat and talking with us and bearing with us as we learn this new game. Next week will be a little bit smoother, I think, but it's always really fun to learn
Yeah.
something new.
And thank you
Oh,
for joining us, Luke, and
Mm-hmm.
enjoying the game. We're glad you had fun. And like we said, anytime you want to join in, you're more than welcome to pop in late and
Absolutely. Just jump
be part of
into
the group.
Discord.
Yeah.
yeah.
All
All right.
right.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.